When COVID shutdowns first began in 2020, many office jobs were required to shut down and temporarily work to a remote working situation. Now we're seeing most employers are trying to start bringing their employees back into the office full time, and many employees are expressing their unhappiness with this decision, due either to just a personal preference for working from home, increased costs tied to commuting to work, and little tangible reason actually being given for the return to the office. Now, in an article from BBC Work Life, they spoke about how Apple, as one example, started working in April to bring their employees back 1 day a week, and then every 3 weeks or so they were ramping up to 2 days in office and then three, and so on until they got back to five. Now, their director of machine learning disagreed with this plan, and he actually resigned due to their lack of flexibility with their hybrid remote work. A poll was done before this went into effect among Apple's workforce, and out of the 650 employees that were polled, 76% were unhappy with the plan, and 56% said they would consider resigning. Despite that polling, Apple continued with that plan, and after their director of machine learning actually resigned, they started to halt their plans to return to the office and left it at 3 days so that there was at least a partial hybrid system in place. So, common question is, why are employees refusing to go back to the office? In a CNN business article, they state that the issue is due to lunchflation. Now, lunchflation is just a term for all the recent inflation that we're seeing, and a lot of people are really starting to feel that now that they're trying to go back to the office 5 days a week. Food prices in April were up 9.4%, which is actually the biggest jump since 1981. And alongside that, grocery store prices were up about 10.8% as well. Many people don't have time to prep their food every day of the week, and some people were reporting that they're spending as much as $30 to $35 a day on work-related expenses, such as getting lunch out, coffee, snacks, maybe paying for parking depending on where you work. And of course, commuting costs have increased as well. With gas prices skyrocketing in recent months, many people are paying almost double for what they would used to commuting 5 days a week. Gas prices are still as high as $4 in many places. Another thing is childcare. A lot of people found that if their child was a little bit older, a little more independent, they could actually stay at home with their child and not have to pay for childcare all day. And now that they're going back into the office 5 days a week, in addition to all these other costs, now they're paying as much as $10,000 for a month of childcare. Now, in contrast to the opinion of the employees, a lot of employers and executive staff are actually excited to return to the office. CNBC interviewed various executives to get their opinions on returning to work, and many of them quoted feeling like it's too difficult to build community culture in a remote environment, and that they believe that those kind of small in-person meetings, maybe standing by the water cooler for a few minutes, were really important to helping their employees stay productive and continue to grow in their company. However, this is typically very old-fashioned thinking. With how much technology has advanced, many businesses are using Microsoft Teams very regularly, and it makes it very easy to keep constant communication and collaboration with your employees and consistently every day build up that sense of community. Now, so many employees have expressed their desire for preferring to work from home. There is still a large disconnect with executive staff in many companies, and companies like Apple have been slow to respond, and they've actually been losing staff as an effect of this. I also work in an office environment currently, and we've actually been going the other way where we've started hiring full remote staff in surrounding states to our area, and we've actually gotten a much larger candidate pool, and we've had great success with the remote people that we've hired. So I do definitely believe that doing office style work remotely is going to be the future going forward, and there's a lot of companies that need to embrace that soon before they wait too long and lose a lot of their staff. Thank you.